The views Stay tuned for Campbell County's premier sports talk show. It's Jake Miller Sports Talk on WLEF. Stay tuned. Stay tuned for Campbell County's premier sports talk show. It's Jake Miller Sports Talk on WLEF. Stay tuned. Stay tuned for Campbell County's premier sports talk show. It's Jake Miller Sports Talk on WLEF. Stay tuned.
The views, opinions, positions, or strategies expressed on this program do not necessarily reflect those of the staff, management, or advertisers of WLEF.
Welcome in to Jake Miller Sports Talk right here on WLAF. Jake Miller, Daniel Collins, Matthew Moore behind the production here. Matthew, you could have gave me 15 more seconds to finish that one last little bite. There was one bite left, man. One bite.
Impatient. You know how?
Hey, Matthew's like, hey, man, look at the time. Like, you know that little thing you're supposed to keep on your wrist? Yeah. You don't have it on? That's your own fault.
I do. We're good.
Oh, man. Jake Miller Sports Talk is presented to you by the Marlowe Agency with Shelter Insurance. Give them a call today for all of your insurance needs, whether it be your car, your home, your boat, your life. Derek Marlowe with Shelter Insurance. The Marlowe Agency does it all. Check them out on Facebook as well. Coming out of the weekend, Tennessee narrowly escapes with a win in Starkville, in which, Daniel, I got the 41 right. I said the score was going to be 41-14.
I got the spread right.
You got the spread right. I got half of the score right.
Yep.
So, yeah, we'll take the win where we can get it.
Yeah,
but
it's a win.
It is a win, but at the same time, there are some issues that need to be talked about towards the end of that game. And really, I don't know what was going on with Miles Kitzelman that entire game. I mean, that was the most uncharacteristic game we've seen out of him. Mm-hmm. I mean, because he was the reason, because Joey threw, 2 or 3 interceptions?
Yeah.
And 2 of those were because of Miles Kitzelman not being able to hold on to the ball. I mean, they were basically doing the tip drill.
Yeah, I mean, I think Joey's got 7 or 8 interceptions this season.
Right.
And 0 have been his fault, I honestly believe. Maybe besides a deep – there was one deep ball that we threw against Georgia, I think, that was the only valid interception.
Right.
But I think a majority of them are just from the pop-ups and
just tip drill.
Yeah.
I mean, that's basically what it is. But the bigger issue at hand, folks, is the fact that when you watch – the last, minute and 22 seconds of that game, Tennessee's last drive in the fourth quarter. The game is tied 34-34. What in the world were we trying to prove?
I don't know. I don't know if Coach Heupel was trying to decide, let's see what we can do on this first play, maybe get in field goal range on one play. If we don't, we're just going to let the clock run. I don't know.
But, I mean, what bothers me is you have an elite offense at this point. I mean, we know that.
Mm-hmm.
We know that Tennessee has an elite offense. You had 3 timeouts. Why in the world would you not use them sooner? Because what had happened, if you didn't get to catch this game, which if you're watching the show, you probably saw the game, but Tennessee runs the ball on first down. Well, all of a sudden, clock starts ticking. It's like, okay, 10 seconds have passed. All right. 20 seconds have passed. Okay, what are we doing? 30 seconds have passed. Hey, Josh, do you like your job? And then we get it down to, 2 seconds on the play clock, and then we finally snap the ball?
I don't know what. It was just horrible time management. And that's not the first time that Coach Heupel's done that.
It reminded me a lot of, and keep it cool when I say this, imagine if Les Miles and Butch Jones had a hybrid.
Ugh. I'm good. I don't even want to. I'm going to have to dream about that tonight because you mentioned it.
Well, I'm sorry, man, but I mean, think about it. Is that not the truth?
It is. It was bad.
It was the ugliest win we've had all year, and it really had vibes of 2022 Pittsburgh when you look back at it.
It does. I mean, and this is not taking anything away from Mississippi State.
No, I mean, they played a phenomenal game.
They should have been ranked. I think they will be ranked this season.
Week.
Yeah.
Who they had? They have Texas A&M this week.
Texas A&M.
That'll be a good game to watch.
Yeah, it'll be a really good game.
But at the same time, you look at this and you have to acknowledge the fact that if Tennessee's defense does not get we had a pick six and a scoop and score. If that does not happen, Tennessee does not win that ball game.
No.
Now, there was one bad call in which I think it was Brazel that got the offensive pass interference, and he didn't even touch the guy.
It was air.
Yeah, like the guy tripped on air. And, of course, Tennessee doesn't get the touchdown out of that. And I didn't know when the play was going on, like I see the flag get thrown. I'm like, okay, well, who's the penalty on?
Yeah.
Like, I was like, that could have went either way. But, of course, we get the offensive pass interference. Like, why in the world was that pass interference on the offense? And you watch the replay, and like you said, he tripped on air.
Yeah, it was trip on air. And folks, I know you're tuning in. You're expecting us to talk about the good old Cougars here behind us.
And we will.
And we will.
We will.
Officiating is a hot topic. Tennessee. Yeah, so it started off Friday night officiating.
Man.
And then Saturday's officiating.
You're about to get me going, aren't you?
It was tough.
I'm
sure we'll have a whole little segment of just officiating.
Well, and, something that, Coach Owenby, Coach Heupel, like all your coaches, all your assistant coaches, all your position coaches, one of the things they do after a game, they watch the film. Mm-hmm. Daniel, what did you and I do early Saturday morning?
Watch the film.
We watched the film, and we let Matthew know that we watched the film. And, of course, now we got Matthew invested. Well, then all of a sudden, Jim is invested. And then that turns into, hey, I've got an idea for a video. So then we go down on Saturday and we make a video. And I think I brought you some pizza, didn't I?
You did. Cauliflower crust.
See? There we go.
Cauliflower crust pizza.
Actually, did I bring one or two pizzas?
Two. One was regular and one was cauliflower.
How much did I eat? I got to stop, man. Actually, no, I'm not going to.
But, we ate pretty good. Of course, that's all I care about as long as we eat good.
Oh, no. As long as Jake Miller is involved, you will eat good. Sorry for talking about myself in the third person.
And what's it going to be? Probably pizza. What kind of pizza?
It's going to be Charleys.
Charleys, yeah.
I mean, that's exactly what happened. We're live from Charley's Pizza tonight from 6 to 8. If you guys want to come out, say hi. If you want to get on the show, we got an extra headset. We got some special guests coming up at the end of this hour. We're going to have Jellicoe head basketball coach Mike Reynolds join us at 6:40. And then your favorite.
Oh, Lord. Here we go.
The Chief Communications Officer for Campbell County Basketball, Caden Poston.
Is that a self-title that he's given himself?
I don't know, but I made it up right off the rip, and it sounded good, so we're going to roll with it.
We better be careful, or else he'll have a shirt that says that on it.
Oh, no, he will.
No, Caden's title is the bestest-looking coach at Campbell County High School.
That is.
That's what he says.
See, I referred to him last week as a line preacher, so.
Maybe we should start a clothing line. Maybe we should.
We should.
Let us know in the comments what you think.
Yeah, let us know in the comments.
What kind of shirt would you like to see? Leave it in the comments. Send Matthew a message, Daniel a message, me a message. As long as it's not profane, we might see what we can do about
I want to blow your heads up on, like, the cover of the shirt.
What, like characters?
Yeah, that'd be cool.
I've already got a big head. You don't need to do that. That's a good thing about having a big head.
But here's something to think about, Jake. It was at some point tonight, the Reynolds bloodline will be super strong in Charleys.
It will be. Nepotism reigns on Jake Miller Sports Talk. I mean, we got to throw it out there.
Yeah.
Because, we were going to hear about it regardless. Like, okay, yeah, we know. Like, it's happening. We'll just throw it out there now.
Yep.
But, jumping back into football, of course, Tennessee has a bye this week, and then you're getting ready for Arkansas next week. And Arkansas is now with an interim head coach, Bobby Petrino. Sam Pittman.
Your favorite head coach, I believe.
You wouldn't believe how much they're paying me to not be the head coach at the University of Arkansas. You wouldn't believe.
I think you and I know enough about football to where we could be a head coach. I would be fine with just doing like half a season and then us getting fired. Mm-hmm. Because then it's like we've hit the lotto.
At that point, yeah. If any college out there is looking for a head coach, I will sign a deal. We'll go 5 years, $25 million, with a 75% buyout for each year if I'm fired before the end of that 5 years.
We just need one game.
We just need one game. Just one game. And
just one game.
And if we win, I'm going to be mad because then we have to actually keep working.
Yeah, you have to actually keep going then.
Yeah.
But
But Sam Pittman no longer the head coach at Arkansas. He was fired this Tuesday with a buyout of about $9 million. I mean, he really didn't win the lottery on the way out.
No, but I mean, he's been around in the game of football long enough. I mean, he's got his millions saved up, I'm sure.
He does. I mean, you got to think he's got a nice house out in Arkansas. I mean, you see the videos from his guys getting drafted, and Sam Pittman's at his house. And he's got a nice little house out there in Fayetteville or right outside of it. And, I mean, Sam Pittman's good. Like, guys,
he seems like a solid dude.
Well, he's 62 or 63 years old. He's made multiple stops. And, one of the things that I want to point out about Sam is the fact that he's probably the best offensive line coach in the country.
Oh, yeah.
Like, you're not going to get a better offensive line coach than Sam Pittman. And at one point, you could have made the argument there was not a better offensive coordinator than Jim Chaney, who is now an analyst for Tennessee. Now, of course, your analysts, they don't call the plays. They're not really doing much in practice. They're basically there just to be like, hey, this is happening, this is happening, this is happening. Like, that's pretty much their deal.
To pick up on the repetition of things, hey, if we're going to run, I'll just say a 22 dive, which is to the 2 hole on the right side to your 2 back, which would be your running back.
Yep.
We're running this.
And for EA Sports reference, halfback ISO.
Yes, halfback ISO. And we are – I just lost my train of thought.
Oh, we got our favorite fan here.
Yeah, favorite fan here.
That's right. Absolutely. Love
so
the folks here at Charleys.
What Jim Chaney's doing,
Yeah.
if we get to where we're running halfback ISO or 22 dive or whatever on every second down and, let's say, 6, hey, let's change it. I'm noticing this is kind of the same. We're doing the same thing on every situation.
It's like you have a get-back coach in case your coaches are running out on the field. Well, he is also your get-back coach if you're doing something repetitively or if you're just not seeing something. Because if you do something over and over and over again, you're getting the same result but expecting a different result. That's the definition of insanity. So basically, Jim Chaney's job is to make sure that Joey Halsley and Josh Heupel do not go insane. That's basically his job.
Which I think we've seen a little bit of Coach Heupel go insane, but we've already briefly touched on that.
We've seen that a few times. That wasn't the first time. The first time I can remember him really going insane was probably – it wasn't even the Ole Miss game his first year. It was in the Music City Bowl against Purdue.
Yep.
That was the first time I saw him go insane. And then the next year, he might have done it at South Carolina and Georgia last year.
Yeah.
He went nuts.
Yeah, went nuts.
I mean, do you blame him?
No, I don't.
And you can read lips. We're not going to repeat what he said.
No, we don't like FCC fines.
No, we don't. Never had one.
Never had one.
Never had one. Don't expect to get one. But, something else that happened this weekend, too, we had some really good football across the board.
It was a really good football week.
It was a great football Saturday.
It was. I enjoyed watching. You called me. Me and you talked just about all day Saturday, and I was gone to get a dog, and he's like, "Do you believe what's going on in the Tennessee game?" I'm like, "Jake, I'm kind of getting a dog right now."
And I don't know if I just didn't hear it or just chose not to hear it, but I'm sitting here trying to explain everything to Daniel that's happening in this game, and we're just sitting here, and then finally I call him. We win the ball game. Keep that in mind. We won the ball game, and I call him, and I'm mad.
Yeah, no, the first thing was out of Jake's mouth was, well, we won, but man, I'm mad.
I mean,
but
that's paraphrasing it.
Yeah, that's putting it
in layman's terms.
FCC. But no, I mean, it was a very good weekend. The Georgia-Alabama game.
Did not expect that.
Did not expect that at all. I mean, not at all.
Auburn played that game really well.
Yeah.
Didn't win. And then you had Penn State and Oregon. What a game that was.
I was kind of torn between that and the Georgia-Alabama game. I wanted Oregon to win just because, I mean, I'm not a huge Nittany Lion fan.
No.
I'm not a big, their head coach?
James Franklin.
James Franklin. Never been a big fan of his.
No. And, I mean, that goes back to Vanderbilt.
Yeah. I mean, every big game that James Franklin has been in, if you look at the history of Penn State since he's been there, I think they've only won like one top 10 game. Well, I believe.
It's kind of the Lane Kiffin effect. It's like you've got a good job, and you've done a good enough job. But what have you really ever done? What have you accomplished?
Nothing.
James Franklin has never accomplished anything. He never accomplished anything at Vanderbilt. He has yet to accomplish anything at Penn State. Has he even played in a conference title game?
No, I don't think so.
So what's the big deal?
I don't know. I mean,
did they make the playoff one year?
I think they made it last year, didn't they?
I checked out after the Tennessee-Ohio State game.
Yeah, that was – I think everybody kind of checked out, especially in this area.
Yeah, I mean, that was just that was the biggest gut punch that we could have had last year. But, he's one, it's like, kind of falls in that same, Lane Kiffin vibe. Mm-hmm. Well, Lane Kiffin, LSU and Ole Miss this past weekend. What a game that was.
And the Weeks brother and Kiffin's daughter, it was talked about some, but nowhere near as much as what it could have been.
At least it wasn't as bad as Kate Klubnik's parents getting shown, or how many times have we heard that Ryan Williams was 17 years old?
Yeah.
Catch made by Ryan Williams, the 17-year-old. The 17-year-old. The one who's only 17.
We get it. He's good, but
they kind of made the rest of the nation not like the kid.
Yeah, and I mean, I'm sure. I mean, the kid's a stud.
He is. He's a great wide receiver. But
you get so tired of hearing. It's like me with Tom Brady when Tom Brady was in the NFL.
Mm-hmm.
I could not stand Tom Brady, just because it was all everybody talked about.
You're putting out the Adam Hickman bat signal right now. Adam, you're free to call in, buddy, if you'd like.
Yeah, no, absolutely. We'll have the number up on the screen, I'm sure. Matthew may have a number.
We are not going to be actually taking calls now. We've actually got, a third guest as well. We're going to have Logan Quinten come on at 7:20. So we got a segment with Coach Mike.
Yep.
We got a segment, and actually, no, we have two segments with your boy Posty. So you get to spend the entire second hour with your best friend.
I can't get away from the kid.
No. He's a great guy.
He is. Caden is a great guy. I talked to him Sunday at church. He's a good one.
You called him a line preacher last week.
Yeah, I did.
You did.
And I'll probably do it again.
I mean, it happens. And then, of course, we got Logan Quinten, audio and video teacher at Powell High School and writer for Baseball America, joining us at 7:20. So we're going to be talking a little bit about what we can expect out of the Campbell County game this Friday from the Powell perspective. We give it to you from the Campbell County's perspective all the time. We're going to give it to you from the Powell perspective this week as well. And, there's been a rumor going around, Daniel, that Tony Vitello is linked to the San Francisco Giants job. Well, I think Logan's going to come in and absolutely just put that to rest and squash it right then and there.
You think so?
I think so, man. I mean, you got to think, because, you're going to play 100 games in college, especially if you're going all the way to Omaha and going to the World Series and whatnot. But when you think about Major League Baseball, there's 162 games in the regular season. You have your preseason, and then you have your postseason. And if you make it all the way to the World Series, I mean,
you're playing late.
You're playing 9 to 10 months out of the year.
Yeah, and I mean but
and he's also probably the highest, if not one of the highest paid coaches.
You're talking about MLB money, which somehow, I mean, you can look at MLB all you want to and say that the stadiums are empty, but yet they're pumping out more cash than they know what to do with.
I don't know how they're doing it.
I have no clue either. But, I mean, look at Juan Soto. He's making like $400 million a year or something ridiculous for the Mets. I don't know.
Baseball contracts are ridiculous. I don't know how in the world they're able to keep that up year in and year out. But I don't know.
I would love to be able to keep Coach V.
I think we do. I don't think he goes to San Francisco. I really don't.
I'm like 65 he stays, 35% he goes. It's to the point where it wouldn't surprise me if he left.
Right. Like, it's not going to be a Lane Kiffin type deal.
No, but at the same time, him winning the CWS for Tennessee, bringing the national championship to Tennessee for baseball, also makes him a very, very popular target for MLB teams.
Very much so. We're going to hit our first timeout. When we return, we're going to have the coaches interview that Jim and Matthew did with Coach Taylor Owenby yesterday, as well as get into a little bit of what happened Friday. We'll do that and more. Stay with us. Jake Miller Sports Talk continues right here on WLAF.
Hey, this is Chris Malone at Doyle's Tire Shop. We invite you to buy the new and used tires and friendly service. We're doing our best to continue the legacy of Doyle's Tire Shop. Come see us on the 4-lane next to Eagle Tire Pro, right between La Follette and Jacksboro. Doyle's Tire Shop. The tradition continues.
E.E. Hill & Son Insurance.
You know, the insurance agency started out as Hill Insurance, and it was started by my grandfather in 1925.
Celebrating 100 years in 2025.
I went into the insurance business with my dad and my Uncle David in '74 after I got out of UT. Then I bought the agency from my dad in '77.
It started as father and son.
Most people think that E.E. Hill & Son is my dad and me, and it's not. It was my granddad and my dad.
And 100 years later,
our agency's been blessed to be in a community that has embraced our agency, and we have had some of the most amazing employees.
Go Cougars!
Tonight, the Cougars play their final road game of the regular season at Powell against the Panthers. Head coach Taylor Owenby is here, and coach, can't help but think about that Quinten first half some. I know this is ancient history to you at this point, but what a first half of football on Friday night.
It was exciting. I mean, just getting the onside kick and then, taking it down for a score and then getting that 2-point conversion. I mean, it was exciting. It was just kind of the way we scripted it, which is, one of those things that we're building on, week by week and, day by day. It's one of those things where we're just constantly trying to just build some momentum and keep the momentum. And I thought we did a very good job in the first half, building momentum and then keeping it for a little bit.
You saw this opportunity on film, I think maybe game after game after game on Quinten, and worked on this all week last week.
We did. We saw it on film on Sunday, and then we just continued to work it. And about Thursday, we decided we were going to, go ahead with it. Our kicker got a lot of reps in, and just made a great play. I mean, what a great kick, and what a great recovery by, I think Austin Jordan got it. But it's one of those things where it was just, we saw it on film and, we practiced it and then we executed it. So, I mean, that's, as a coach, that's what you love seeing is, the practice of it, the execution, and the film work all coming together.
What about Drew Crowley? He had to be really fired up. He was obviously coming off the field.
Oh, yeah, and I think he was a little bit more nervous than he let on, but he did a great job. We had been practicing it all week and it's just about getting reps and just like I said, those next man up mentality. It's one of those things where we just, continue to get reps, and then, show it out on Friday night.
Well, not only that, the onside kick was certainly successful, but you took it on down for a score.
Exactly. That's what I'm saying. Like, we planned it out, to get the onside kick, and then we would go down to score, and then we had a 2-point conversion play that we were, excited about as well. So we got to use that, and we scored. It was just a great execution, just from kickoff to, scoring, and then the 2-point conversion. So it was really exciting to see the kids kind of just see that all their hard work kind of pays off, but we just got to continue it for 2 halves.
Well, tonight the Powell Panthers here on their home field, a team that's undefeated. It's kind of a train that's on the track rolling down pretty easily, it appears.
Oh yeah, they're like we've talked about week after week. I mean, our schedule does not get any lighter. They're a great football team. I mean, they have played their tails off, and I know their coaches are excited about this Friday. But it's one of those things where we've got to go out. We're going to strap it up, and we're going to play 4 quarters, and hopefully we can come out and play as well as we possibly can, and see where when the final seconds get off the clock, we'll see where we're at.
This Powell team obviously is probably very solid. It's very solid top to bottom. What are some of the strengths on this team that you're seeing on film?
I mean, hands down, first thing you see is the quarterback. He's an exceptional player, you know, and then their offensive line is exceptional. Their receivers are exceptional. Defensive front is exceptional. I mean, just around the board, just like you just said, they're solid all over the place. You know, their special teams game is very well coached and well managed. You know, we're just going to have to play. We're going to have to compete at a high level in order just to be in this ball game.
Well, I think after the 2 quarters at Quinten, your team knows, hey, we can do this.
I agree. I think they understood what it's going to take to play a half at that high level. You know, I think we kind of, I think we gassed out a little bit in the second half, and I think that's one of those things that, you know, as building a program and building a team as we move forward is we've got to learn to practice at a different level in order to get to those 2 halves, you know, to play at that level like we did in the first half in the second half.
The Eli Lawson to Sam Sexton pass down the near sideline there in front of the bench, more than 60 yards, your biggest play of the season. Take us through that play.
It's just one of those things where we had it dialed up, and, you know, he made a great play on the ball. And, you know, Eli has been throwing the ball very well deep downfield. And, you know, it's just one of those things where we made a play, and, you know, Sammy, you know, took it down, and I wish we'd have scored. But you know what? We'll take it. We'll take a big play like that anytime. I promise you that.
I thought that Eli's skill set really was shown off when he threaded the needle on that pass to Timmy Gibson for the second touchdown.
Oh, I agree. I mean, he is. It's amazing to see how he's progressed from spring football to now, and then just his natural ability to kind of moving in and out of the pocket and find guys open, you know, on the scrambles. You know, he's getting better and better with that. We've got to do a little bit better job of running our routes and doing those kinds of things. But it's one of those things where, you know, they're making plays, they're doing what they're supposed to be doing, and you know, Eli's just done a great job with, you know, being a leader and obviously, you know, managing the offense.
Tonight, a chance to take on the Powell Panthers on their home field. Where do we stand with our injuries? I know that's been a tough spot this season for your team.
I think for the most part we're healthy. I think we're just going to look at, you know, next man up mentality. I mean, I'm one of those guys that just believes in it, and we've just got to continue to get reps. You know, if they miss practice or anything like that, or they're out for a week, you know, it's that next guy up getting reps, and I think that's what's going to build our program to be more and more successful going out through the years. But, you know, right now I think we're pretty much healthy as far as I can remember.
Sounds good, Coach. Have fun tonight. We'll see you after the game.
Well, I appreciate it. Go Cougars.
Head Coach Taylor Ownby and his Cougars taking on the Powell Panthers here in just moments. Stay connected. You're following the Cougars on the WLAF Doyle's Tire Shop Sports Network.
And we're back. Jake Miller, Daniel Collins, cruising along with you for another hour and a half here on WLAF. Jake Miller Sports Talk is presented by the Marlowe Agency. And, of course, we do the interview with Coach every week, right? And it's always good to see him. I actually got to go visit with the team on Tuesday. And I was like, you know what? We're going to have a little bit of fun today. So we had a little bit of fun. So it's like, okay, let's get the seniors together. Let's introduce them. And let's just have some fun. Matthew, you got the video. Cue it up for us.
Most likely to succeed after they graduate. Who has the best diet on the team?
He's fat. This guy eats chicken.
You're broke down on the side of the road at 9 p.m. Who are you going to call?
Tallk kind of like
All right, who are you not going to call if you're broke down on the side of the road?
I'm not. Y'all not see me change the tire?
All right, who has the worst diet on the team? Who has the best GPA?
It's actually Jake's.
Down the line, pizza, steak, or chicken?
Steak. My mama's grilled chicken.
All right.
Chicken. Mama's grilled chicken.
Tennessee's making the playoff, yes or no?
Yes. I don't want to.
Miami is making the playoff. Yes or no?
Yes. No. I say yes. Yes.
Billy Napier will be fired at the end of the year.
Hopefully. Yes. Absolutely.
Kalen DeBoer will win a national championship at Alabama.
No.
Bobby Petrino eventually becomes the permanent head coach at Arkansas.
Yeah. I'd say so. Maybe. No.
Dabo Swinney makes it through the year.
Yeah.
MJ or LeBron?
MJ.
Austin Jordan, number 2, wide receiver, DB.
And what are you going to do after school?
Hopefully college.
All right.
Josh Ramsey, 51 PN. I want to go to the Cumberlands for sports nutrition.
Jimmy Gibson, wide receiver, DB, and I want to major in health science.
LJ Nichols, 29, outside linebacker. I'm going to go to college to be a mechanical engineer.
Ryan Webb, number 58, offensive defensive line. Want to be a physical and occupational therapist.
I'm Charles Jones, number 61, and I play offensive line and plan to do military after high school.
All right.
We all lost, and I play quarterback, number 1. I plan to do mechanical engineering after school.
My name is Aiden Evans, 69, offensive and defensive line. I'm going to college.
Gavin Petrie, number 73, offensive line. I plan to go to TWRA.
Jake Lawson, number 72, offensive and defensive line, and I'm going to college.
And that was the video that we did, just have the guys get out, have a little bit of fun, and let them enjoy themselves for a minute, especially, I know Friday was hard for the guys.
Mm-hmm.
That was the best half of football they had played up to that point. The man himself has sat down with us. We're going to talk with him here in just a moment. But, Daniel, one of the things that you and I did after I got over the dehydration spell that I had on Friday night, we wake up Saturday morning, you and I watch the film.
Mm-hmm.
And this is one of those things I can't stand when people harp on the officials. However, when there are 39 missed calls in a game, 7 of which were missed on Campbell County, 32 were missed on Quinten, and then just some of the unsportsmanlike behavior that we saw out of Quinten throughout the duration of the second half, that it was just uncalled for.
It was.
And I know that you got a few messages about it. I know Brent did too. Brent being an alum of Quinten, so I can only imagine what his were like. If yours were as bad as what yours were. But, that's one of those things, Daniel, we're not going to spend too much time talking about it just because we're ready to move on.
Yeah,
that game
no
is in the
use in
past.
beating a dead horse.
There's not.
It was, I called you Saturday morning. I was like, dude, you're not going to believe this. I spent probably 3 hours Saturday morning looking at the film of Clinton and Campbell County. And, of course, I went into it with open eyes. I wanted to see how many calls were missed on either side of the ball, right? I mean, Campbell County, yes, there were missed calls against Campbell County. I'm not saying that Campbell County played a perfectly clean game.
No.
We did not. There were 7 missed calls, and 4 or 5 of them could have been, 4 or 5 of them were holding or personal fouls that I saw for Campbell County.
Right.
And just a couple false starts and this, that, and everything else. Now, turning the ball, or looking from Clinton's perspective, multiple personal fouls, multiple taunting penalties, holding, probably one of the most obvious blocks in the back I believe I've ever seen.
You were vocal about that on the broadcast.
I was vocal about it. I mean, it was. I even said on the broadcast that my wife and mom would be able to tell
that's a block in the back.
It's a block in the back.
There was that, and then the last thing that we're going to mention on here about this game is, Daniel, you played football since you were a child.
Mm-hmm.
If it is a false start, does the play continue?
No.
It does not. And that is where we're going to rest our case with that. Campbell County headed to Powell, of course, this Friday, tomorrow, over in Powell, right off Emory Road, over my old stomping grounds. Lived over there for 8 years.
I lived over there for 2.
Not a bad little place.
No.
Not a bad little place at all. But we're going to be talking with Logan Quinten in the next hour. about that game, what we can expect to see on the Powell side. We're going to hit a quick timeout here in just a second. When we return, Mike Reynolds, head coach of Jellicoe basketball, joins us. Stay locked in right here on WLAF.
When you think loans, think green and look for us under the big green sign, First National Bank on the 4-lane La Follette. Our hometown staff welcomes you by today. See Brian. Ask for Carrie. Look for Beth behind the counter. Or see Taylor at the drive-thru. First National Bank Oneida. Member FDIC. Equal housing lender. Your family, your future, your bank. First National Bank. Cougar fans, get your First National Bank orange and blue Cougar debit card.
At Grace Rehab, we have one goal in mind: to improve your quality of life. We provide physical, occupational, and speech therapy for all ages. Grace's therapy and treatment plans are individualized for each patient.
Well, my doctor didn't think I would be to this point at this time, and I wouldn't have been had it not been for the rehab center here at Grace.
Oh, I like all the people that's here, and they've been real nice, and I've had a ton of fun with them.
Grace Rehab, we want to help you feel your best.
Hi, my name's Amanda Pemberton. I'm a lifelong Campbell County native, former Lady Cougar. I'm a personal lines agent here at Gray Insurance. I would love to help you out with all your home, auto, life insurance, and health needs. We're an independent agency, so we can offer you a wide variety of companies. Come see me and I'll be glad to help you with all your insurance needs. Thanks.
I'm Daniel Dagley, and it's that time of year again. Come see us at Gray Insurance for all your health care needs.
If you're looking for quality at bargain prices, look no further than Hammers in Quinten. Family owned and operated, Hammers is there to help you stretch that dollar. Need jeans? Hammers has them. Need boots? Hammers has those. Need something orange for game day? Hammers has that as well. And don't forget to check out their home decor. When you visit Hammers in Quinten, you save money and time with a one-stop shop. And don't forget that RC and moon pie before you leave. Hammers, off the Clinton exit, just past Community Trust Bank. Easy to find, easy to shop.
Need tires and alignment? How about an oil changer, maybe brake work? Whatever your car, truck, or SUV needs, the folks at Hensley Tire and Service are ready to help you. When it comes to your vehicle, come to Hensley's Tire and Service. You'll find us in La Follette, where Indiana meets Beach. For your next set of tires or service needs, call Hensley Tire and Service, 423-563-8473.
Go Cougars!
And welcome back. Jake Miller Sports Talk continues on live here at Charley's Pizza in Jacksboro. Come see us. We're going to be here for about another hour and 20 minutes. Pleased to be joined by the head coach of your Jellicoe Blue Devils basketball team, Mike Reynolds. Mike, how we doing, sir?
Doing well, doing well. Hope both of you all are doing well.
Is that the most proper I have ever talked to you?
Probably.
I mean, that's just how it goes sometimes, guys. So, Mike, starting open gym now, getting some workouts in, getting some conditioning in, and that is something that you have beat into the brain of everybody that has ever played for you for the past. How long have you been doing this now? 25, 26 years?
Yeah, total. Well, yeah, actually probably closer to 30, but total. But I've been at Jellicoe now. This is year 19, so we try to instill that what we do in the preseason and the summer is very important.
Absolutely. And Mike, like you said, you've been at Jellicoe now. This is going to be your 19th season. Mm-hmm. And one of the things that you've been able to do for this upcoming team is you've built a program that's well enough, and you have kept everything going the way it has. Made a state championship run. Mm-hmm. And, Mike, you're only losing one guy from last year. Yeah. And then you got some guys that are coming in this year, some guys returning, and you're looking to make another run at possibly a region tournament, get to state again, go down to Murfreesboro, eat some toots, and go bring home that gold ball.
Well, we certainly hope to be in the mix in the postseason come February, March. That's always our goal. We've only missed one region tournament in those 18 other years, so we expect to do that. There's a lot of good teams in our league, in our district, but we think we'll be in the mix and have a shot at another district championship. And same thing with the region. And if you do that, you give yourself a chance to be in Murfreesboro in the middle of March, and that's always the ultimate goal for us. So we continue to work towards that, and we do. We got a lot of good kids and have a good program. Our 2 assistant coaches played for us, so they're invested in the program, and our kids are invested and they work hard. So they're a good group. They really are, and I look forward to the season.
And speak to some of those kids real quick. We talked about Trey and Gavin and guys like that are coming back, and of course Gavin, had a few games last year where he just pops off and he goes for 30.
Sure, yeah.
And then Trey, he's been there for a few years now. I remember, him being on that state tournament team.
Yeah, Trey started on the state tournament team. He was All-State last year. Trey was the first player in the history of Jellicoe High School to be All-State as a junior, and he certainly will be one of the top players in the district and region coming back, and is a great leader. Trey's going to be the valedictorian of his class.
That's impressive.
At Jellicoe High School, and he will actually graduate with an associate's degree in accounting from the University of the Cumberlands before he graduates from Jellicoe High School. So Trey's a great kid, and then Caleb Rose started on that state tournament team as a freshman. He's back. He didn't get to play this summer, but he's back, and he's doing really well. Obviously, Gavin has the ability to put the ball in the basket and should improve a lot, even from last year. And then we've got some young kids who haven't played heavy minutes yet, but have done really good at fitting into our what we do, and have worked real hard at it, and could really have some really big years.
Daniel, you got anything for Coach?
Mike, it's always good to see you. I'm kind of hiding out over here. Just I've always said I'm the outcast of the Reynolds crew. So, but no, it seems like you've had a great career at Jellicoe. Always seeing plenty from you all.
Yep.
Is there anything different about the kids on that side of the mountain versus what you see at Campbell County? I know y'all are a much smaller school.
We are. We're a smaller school, but not really. Our kids, you have to put expectations on kids. We did that early on in the process with our program. So our kids expect to be good when they go out there, and we've been fortunate to do that. Now, look, we've had kids that can play, which always helps, but they, it's Jellicoe's a special place, and it's we've been fortunate to have some good teams and good programs, and just really thankful for that. But not really any different. I mean, they our kids work hard, and we build our program to where they expect to be able to compete with anybody, anytime they take the floor. So it's a good place.
Yeah, and just touching on, keeping your talent with the TSSAA approving that one-time transfer type deal, is there anything that you've specifically noticed about trying to keep your kids at Jellicoe High School versus going to a different high school?
Not really. And I mean, that's just modern day athletics. I think that's probably a little bit, people probably focus on that a little bit too much. There are bigger issues in high school athletics and public education in general than the one-time transfer. But it's not. Of course, we're in a little bit different situation. There's not a lot of schools. Of course, they could go across the state line to Kentucky, but we've been fortunate through the years. We've lost some. I mean, we lost our best player, 3, 4, 5 years ago, and come off that, and 2 years later we're in the state tournament. So, I mean, kids that want to be there are going to be there, and you work hard, and they continue to get better. And the ones that don't, you shake their hand and wish them good luck and hope they do well wherever they go.
That's kind of like, I don't know, that's almost like a Johnny Majors mindset there, because there was a rule back in the day, late 90s, early 2000s, those who stay will play.
Yeah. I mean, you can spend a lot of time worrying about kids that may leave or that do leave, and you forget sometimes to take care of the ones that are there. So, again, all you can do is go to work. You can't worry about what someone else does. You just show up the next day and keep working, stay focused on the process, and get better every day.
And, Mike, obviously we want to bring you in here and, get some serious talk in with some Jellicoe basketball. Let's have a little bit of fun. Tennessee football, of course, coming out of the weekend in what was a game I felt like was a lot closer than it should have been for one. Some mistakes were made, but ultimately they pull out the win. What has the difference been? Because you're the one that brought me up into this, so it's your fault that I'm doing this to begin with. But I can remember back in 2008, you walked through the door and said they've announced that Fulmer's stepping down. Those 15 years of misery and mediocrity, what was the jubilation in your house like on October the 15th of 2022?
Well, I mean, you got to bring some stability to a program and somebody that just shows up every day and works, and that's been the difference. We went through a lot of years of instability, and winning's hard. I think that's the one thing, and regardless of sport, regardless of this, it's hard to win, and winning consistently is real hard, and people take that for granted. And when you find a way to get that, you need to make sure you nurture that and take care of it, because it's not as easy as people think it is.
Absolutely not. And then, of course, you look at how we've started this year. Of course, you make the college football playoff last year. Looking ahead later in the year, at first it's like, okay, well, Alabama just got absolutely thwarted by Florida State. So are they even a factor at this point? Well, coming out of this past weekend, Alabama's a factor again. But the one thing that you instilled in me is we just don't like Florida.
Yeah.
And every single year, I have a meltdown because of this game. And I don't care if Florida has only won one game or they're undefeated going into this game with Tennessee in November. The Swamp is not a fun place to play.
It's not. It's not a good place to go.
And you've been there as a fan.
I have, and it's not. And Coach Napier is playing for his coaching life. So I mean, every game is going to be tough. Who knows where they'll be at that time? He may not even. Who knows whether he'll even be the coach? But I assume he probably will be. But he'll be coaching for his livelihood. So that. Teams are going to short and play. You got to take every game serious. Even Mississippi State, I think people shortchange Mississippi State. I thought that was a good win by Tennessee. You go on the road in conference play. Anytime you go on the road and get a win, it's a big deal and shows some competitive toughness. And hopefully they can continue to move forward with that.
And you talk about nurturing wins. The first person that comes to mind when you say that, honestly, is Rick Barnes. And what he's been able to build at Tennessee. Going into that 2017-2018 year, Tennessee was predicted to finish 13th out of 14th in the SEC, and ultimately became the start of that jump start that Rick Barnes had that has propelled the program to what it is. Not only with wins, but we're recruiting well, and we have recruits that are 4 and 5 stars that are still coming in, and being able to keep a lot of those guys here has been a part of that formula.
Sure, and the high character people, and on top of that, Coach Barnes knows the type player that he wants and the type person that he wants, and that's who he goes and gets. And we go around and watch different colleges practice during the preseason, and Rick Barnes is different, and I tell people that, and it's not hard to understand why he's been successful for as long as he has when you watch one of his practices compared to other people. And that's not saying other people are wrong. He just has a different level of intensity and a different level of focus, but does it in a high character way, and it's really something to behold. But my staff was discussing that the other day, that there's a difference in his practices and other people's practices, and it's not very hard at all to tell that right off the bat.
Yeah, I actually had a conversation with one of them, and he was telling me the exact same thing. Yeah. All right, let's have a little bit more fun here. All right, you have any choice of your pregame meal as a coach. What are you getting before a game?
Well, I'm the coach at Jellicoe, so I'm going to go to a pizza spot and probably get a cheeseburger and order of fries because they're one of our biggest sponsors. So I'm going to make sure we go to pizza spot and get a cheeseburger, no onion, and an order of fries.
What is on the playlist?
Huh?
What's on the playlist right now?
Oh, I don't listen to music before the game. I hardly.
I was going to say, do you even listen to music at all?
Not much, but
every car ride I've had with him since I was 8 years old has been silence.
Yeah, I don't listen to music. Definitely not on game day, and probably wouldn't. I couldn't imagine doing that. I'm focused on a lot of other things. So.
Any hobbies outside of sports?
None. I'm a Christian. I'm a husband, a father, and then I'm a basketball coach, and that's pretty much the priorities that I try to keep. And hobbies are great. I just don't have any. So,
Daniel, you got anything?
I'm good.
Yeah, I want to make sure we mention, our football team has a big region matchup tomorrow night at home versus North Green, and Coach Heupel and his players and his staff have been improving all year. And, we're going to be in the mix with North Green and Cosby and Cloudland for playoff spots. So tomorrow's a big one for us. We let one get away last week in overtime against Cloudland, but our kids are growing, so I hope they can do well. And it's homecoming at Jellicoe. Our alumni comes in, does a 2 or 3 day deal. We have an alumni association, and they tailgate tomorrow and have a walk through in our school and decorate our school, and with old time memorabilia and pictures from every annual history of the school all the way back to 1905.
Wow!
And and then they have a dinner and a dance on Saturday, so they do a really good deal. And then the alumni association supports our school throughout the year as well, but. Coach Heupel and them, we want to wish them luck and hope they can get out there against the Huskies tomorrow and get a big win.
Mike, I do have one thing for you. What was it like coaching this guy?
Well, he's a little stubborn, but he wasn't too bad. So, I've through the years I've coached a lot of different personalities, so you learn to deal with a lot of different personalities.
I mean, I will say this. At one point, it felt like he was coaching me harder than any other 8 or 9 year old that was on the court. I will say that.
Yeah, I don't know about that, but you learn through the years. Just people are different, but you do the best you can with them.
Absolutely. And talk about your alumni there for just a minute. One of the things that you had mentioned that you made sure everyone knew, it's like, hey, we have alumni from all over that have reached out, seeing how they can help. Talking about your state tournament run. When y'all went down to Murfreesboro, and people were showing up from places in which, some people around here may have even forgotten about them. But it's like they're sending in checks, they're sending, well wishes, everything like that.
Sure. Yeah, and that was obviously a special time. But our alumni association, the Jellicoe High School Alumni Association, I think every year for the last, it's been probably 40 years, they recognize people, honorees on alumni on homecoming weekend. And they support our school every year. They buy things for our school. If we have projects, they help support that financially. They give out scholarships. They're there if you need help. They're visible at all of our events. And it's just they do a really good job and have done it for years. And a lot of really good people in charge of it. And, again, they do a fantastic job on homecoming weekend to school. If you've never been to Jellicoe's homecoming and obviously, you got to go watch Campbell County play or whatever. But if you ever get an opportunity and you don't have something to do, go up there. It's just really neat to walk through the school and see all the pictures and the memorabilia, and then folks come back and have a meet and greet, and it's really a special time.
And Mike, we got a few more minutes to kill here, so I want you to tell everyone here, because one of the things that he does now, obviously, well, the only thing, basketball, family, God, not necessarily in that order. That's his life. Back in the day, used to coach some AAU ball. Tell us your favorite AAU story from all your years of coaching AAU.
I don't know. I mean, there's several.
You sent me out to the ocean with a sandwich and got me attacked by seagulls.
We got to go to the AAU state tournament in Memphis a couple of times and play some really good teams. So those are memorable. We went to the YBOA, nationals down in Florida. That was memorable. But just competing, against that level of athlete. And AAU's changed a lot since then, but it was real competitive, and just enjoyed coaching that group. They competed. You're talking about just 7 or 8 kids from here in Jacksboro and La Follette that went and played really well against real high-level teams. So it was just enjoyable across the board.
And, the teams he's talking about, guys, those were teams from Cobb County, Georgia, was where one of them was from. I think that was actually the last team that you played in the YBOA Nationals down in Winter Haven.
Could have been. We played a lot of teams from Memphis, Maryland, and Chicago, different places. So it was a fun time.
You actually put me in one of those games.
One I don't remember. I remember putting you in, but I don't remember when it was.
That was the team from Puerto Rico, and we were up by 30.
Yeah, might have been, yes.
Yeah.
Seems right.
Bottom line, 8-year-old Jake put on a pair of adult small shorts, and they fit like capris. But, hey, I can say that I played in the YBOA National Tournament.
Uncle Mike had to take care of you.
Uncle Mike took care of me.
But we want to wish the Cougars good luck tomorrow, too. I know they got Powell, but, and obviously they're still trying to improve. But, again, winning's hard, and people need to keep that in perspective. And you build, and it's not as easy to just show up and win. It's really hard, and you got to work through that process sometimes.
Absolutely. Mike, thank you so much for stopping in. We'll do this again soon.
All righty, thank you all.
That is Mike Reynolds, head coach of your Jellicoe Blue Devils. Stay with us when we return, hour number 2 of the show, and we got the Chief Communications Officer for Campbell County Basketball, Caden Poston, coming up next right here on WLAF.
Hi, I'm Macy Wilcox, the owner of La Follette Nutrition, and at La Follette Nutrition, we support the Cougars. Stop by and get a loaded tea and shake or a superfood bowl. And don't forget, we have seasonal menus. We're located at 240 West Central Avenue, Suite 9, across from First Baptist Church.
I'm Bailey Ball. Come see my dad, Billy, at La Follette Mine Supply. Hey, he's my dad too. Come see our dad. For septic tanks, PVC pipe, septic chambers, and rebar. Be sure and ask about our low prices on Tractor Ag Fluid, Death Fluid, and Rotella T4 motor oil. What's that? No kids zone? You can read?
The staff at LUB, La Follette Utilities Board, is there for you. You may be needing new service at your future home. LUB crews bring the experience, know-how, and equipment to put you in service. And when troubles arise, LUB crews are there, no matter the hour or the day, to restore your service. Connect to LUB.org or call 423-562-3316 for assistance on new service, existing service, or to report an outage. Count on LUB to be there.
Right here is where it all started. Right here on this corner. This was the first building for People's Bank of the South. This is where the ideas, tradition, way of doing business, and the mission of taking care of its customers evolved. Then it was on to the new bank with Campbell County's first, a drive-up window. From 1917 to today, People's Bank of the South is here for you. People's Bank of the South is in the heart of La Follette, between La Follette and Jacksboro, near the mall and at North Clinton exit 122. We invite you to come see us at People's Bank of the South. Member FDIC, Equal Housing Lender.
Since 1917, People's Bank of the South has been providing banking services to our friends and neighbors in Campbell and surrounding counties. Along with traditional services, we offer the latest technology as well, including contactless debit cards, mobile banking, remote deposit, mobile wallets, and more. All this, and we are still here to answer the phone when you call. Stop by and see us today. People's Bank has 3 convenient locations. Our main office is in the heart of La Follette, a second location in Jacksboro near the mall, and our Clinton branch is just off I-75 at exit 122. Member FDIC, Equal Housing Lender.
BP is here for you. Rice Oil features BP at Big O's Valley and at Cumberland Crossing BP. BP provides the energy that keeps Campbell County and America moving. Amoco is here for you. Amoco brings you the quality fuel that Americans have been trusting for more than 100 years. Find Amoco at West End Amoco. Save 15 cents a gallon on BP and Amoco every time you use your BP card. Apply today. BP, Amoco, from Rice Oil, La Follette.
This is TCAT Jacksboro President Dr. Debbie Petrie. Our new campus is being constructed, and this is Building A on the right as you enter campus. It'll house administration, student services, classrooms, plus a large meeting room. Building B is at the back of the campus. It is a football field and a half in length, housing welding, power sports, and more. Most of the current TCAT building's original structures will be demolished to make room for the new parking lot. We have a bright future at TCAT.
number 2. Jake Miller Sports Talk, WLAF, presented by the Marlowe Agency. Whether you need insurance for your home, your life, your car, your boat, anything, the Marlowe Agency does it all. Shelter Insurance, give them a call today. Check them out on Facebook. Check them out online. Derek Marlowe and company are here for you. Pleased to be joined by the newly announced, you're going to have to clear this with Ernie Mack and Brandon, but I've named you the Chief Communications Officer for Campbell County Basketball.
I wanted that on a T-shirt.
I told you, did I not?
I want to wear that on the home opener.
I told
against
you,
Oliver
did
Springs.
I not?
It'd be so funny if I walk out of that locker room when we run out with that shirt on. That would be the greatest thing ever.
Can it say "Line Preacher" on the back of it? you know, Pastor Ron would love that.
Oh yeah, he would love it. That's why I don't talk about Pastor Ron much, because anything I say could be used against me behind the pulpit.
Well, I mean, it is what it is. Caden, thank you so much for joining us today, man.
Yes, sir. So I hope y'all are doing great.
So one of the things we want to do, Caden, we wanted to bring you in for the water cooler segment, in which, I've got a couple of things on here, but one of them I think we're going to hold off on. The poor guy just wanted to propose to his girlfriend after a high school football game, man.
That's all he wanted.
That's all he wanted. She said yes.
Could you have gotten married in high school?
No, absolutely not.
I don't know if you could get married now, Posty.
There we go. There it is. Here's your water cooler, guys.
Move on. Next segment.
We lasted a whole of 30 seconds on the water cooler.
Well, the thing is, everybody was so focused on this story with the fact that somebody that was a senior in high school gets engaged to another person that's senior in high school. Everyone's so fixated on that, and I'm sitting here looking at the story, I'm like, how did this girl get the last name Buzzard?
Buzzard.
How does that happen?
It's got to be a new thing. We always heard about Cougars.
Buzzards.
Now we've got buzzards. That's what you need, Posty's a buzzard.
I'm good.
No.
I'll stick to my Christian people.
I appreciate that. I appreciate that wholeheartedly. Well, guys, nothing's ever going to beat last week's water cooler. That was an all-timer.
The poop smell. That was.
Keep in mind we're in a restaurant.
Yeah, I said pooped.
I don't like that word. Oh my goodness, guys! Imagine having a 3-foot 6-inch beard with locks.
No, I'm good.
So an Alabama resident took his facial hair to record-breaking lengths when his beard locks reached a staggering length of 3 foot 6 inches. Rudolph Martino, who moved to Birmingham from California in 2015, earned the Guinness World Records title for the longest natural beard locks on a living person. Matthew.
That means that they have compared that to a dead person.
What?
You said on a living person.
Yes.
So that means there is a dead person with that.
That means there is a dead person that has a beard.
I really want to know who that is.
But that beard's still there.
The beard is still there.
Unless they're cremated.
If y'all couldn't hear what Matthew said.
That is very true.
He said unless they're cremated. And this is where the entire show just goes.
This is where it goes off the rails.
Yeah, let's talk basketball.
Well, we can talk basketball here in a minute. Now, first of all, since Matthew made that comment, I think we should issue the challenge to Matthew. How long do you think it would take you to grow your beard out like that? And we got to put it in locks.
Okay, so
Thank you, Daniel. It would probably take a while. I don't even know if I have the genetics to pull that off.
Mm-hmm.
But the problem that I have is I will, get a decent beard, and then I'm like, it's too scratchy. I want to get rid of it, so I'll save it off, and then I got to start from fresh. And apparently, when you shave your beard and it grows back, it comes back thicker.
Mm-hmm.
So, I mean, maybe after enough restarts, maybe, but I don't think I have the genes for it, to be honest with you.
Doesn't have the genes. Posty, you got the genes for it.
No, I'm just, I ain't growing a beard, so
if I
grow a beard, Clayton Carroll's getting married, so So, I'm just kidding. I love Clayton to death. But he's an awesome P, and he can't do nothing about what I just said until he comes home for fall break. So, we've got a few weeks.
That is your water cooler. I'm going to move along to basketball before we get kicked out and never invited back. Caden, talk to us about what you've seen this week in practice. You came in last week, and you were excited to tell me, some of the stuff that you'd seen in practice, and, you saw some stuff, obviously from last week to this week that has to have excited you. You're seeing guys, coming more out of their shell,
yes,
I guess,
sir.
at this point. And, you got a lot of guys coming back, but you're also a young team. That's, something else that you'd mentioned last week as well. Of course, Jellicoe only losing one. You guys, how many guys did you all lose?
Let's see here. We lost Keegan Nelson, Brady Hatmaker, Gavin Owens, Gavin Cox, Luke Browning. So 5 seniors.
And then going into next year, you got this year, and then you're not going to lose anybody going into next year, hopefully. Hopefully. But, what are some of the things that you've seen this week at practice, and some improvements that you've seen related to what you saw last week?
Well, just like you said, we ain't going to lose nobody next year, unless a senior tries out for us coming up. Then that's a good thing. I see that as a positive thing is, we can build this team to get them prepared for their senior year, but also have a great for their junior year also. Mm-hmm. But, going in, open gym workouts for the past few months, I've seen so much growth in our younger guys and also seeing their leadership going out into our older guys, just leadership and, helping our younger guys get ready for this basketball team, encouragement, also, helping them to, explaining what they could do better and encourage them as they grow to get better, as the young guys grow to get better, and also seeing our younger guys, our older guys get stronger and get better and take on that leadership role as Luke and Gavin did last year. And seeing Will Crowley and Jake grow into that development is amazing to me. They're opening up more this year and into that leadership role, speaking up and bringing into a family culture.
Right.
And, that's one thing that we love about, what Ernie, Matt, and Brandon's brought for their years they've been here is a family culture. And that's what we're about. But, we've seen some growth. Yesterday we took them outside for some conditioning, and they were running. I think I told you on the phone last night, we were running the baseball, where the baseball field is, where the way, if you've ever been to a football game, you see where the visitors go in. They run that hill yesterday. And
I've done that.
But
I don't like it.
I mean, as bad as it looked, I ain't running it.
I ain't running it either now. I'm out of shape.
But, just seeing them doing that. But, one thing I loved is no matter how tired they got, they kept running hard, kept running hard. And, what that is the mental mindset of, no matter how tired I am, no matter how mentally weak, I'm getting, no matter how physical tired I'm getting, I'm going to fight till it's over. I'm going to fight till we go back in that gym and head home, and that's what it's going to take in a regular season basketball game. No matter what adversity we face, no matter how tired we get in the end of that fourth quarter 2-minute stretch, when you're up 3 or down 3, I'm not going to quit. I'm going to keep fighting until that game's over, till I get to go home. And and just seeing that, bringing that family culture in, just seeing our guys open up, doing those little things, and getting these guys, individual skill work, is them working together and just growing, getting better as they're, at, pick and roll, getting better at opening up to the ball, getting better at, setting on ball screen, running the floor, and just seeing those guys that maybe last year they didn't do as well, getting better in the off season and going in the new season doing those things very well. And that's what it's going to take to win a basketball game.
Absolutely. And, Caden, we got an event coming up this Saturday at the high school. We got the pancake breakfast in the Commons. And if you want to go to that, what you need to do is find you a football player. Buy a ticket from them.
Absolutely.
I'm going to be there. Matthew's going to be there. Daniel's going to be there.
Yes, I will be there.
You're going to be there, repping the orange and blue. So that is one of those things, and Matthew has a card, actually a ticket, in which you can get from your favorite football player. I think we can read that. That is a really good camera shot.
Yes, it is.
Why can't my iPhone do that? Yes. All proceeds go to the Campbell County High School football program, and we encourage everybody, if you have not bought a ticket yet, go ahead and buy a ticket. If you cannot go, donations are always welcome to the Campbell County Quarterback Club. Always welcome.
Absolutely. One thing I want to shout out tomorrow, everybody in the staff is wearing an All-In for David T-shirts tomorrow.
Absolutely.
Friday, David, he's one of our, he is, besides Dwayne Kitts and Warren Kitts, he's probably the third Cougar of all Cougars for Campbell County.
Absolutely.
Wears bleeds orange and blue, and he's going through some health issues, and our thoughts and prayers. But what he does for this football and basketball program is unbelievable. He's there every home game, taking up tickets, scrimmages, play dates. So just say your prayers for him. But we're going to be supporting him tomorrow.
Absolutely. And we want to wish a happy 32nd anniversary to Jerry and Connie Parton. Happy 32nd anniversary.
Wow. Congratulations.
They have been married longer than I have been alive.
Not me. I'm old.
You're 34.
Yeah, but I feel 70.
Well, yeah, I get that. Posty, you're not there yet. Shane White has chimed in. Says, go Vols and go Cougars.
Speaking of Shane White, he messaged me, Posty, this week.
Oh, wow.
He said,
coach, Shane White.
He said that you are his assistant and he owns you.
That's very true.
Wait. Time out. So how?
Oh, okay.
Anyway, continue your conversation.
I mean, Shane.
Shane kind of runs the show.
Shane does run the show.
Jakey also said he owned you as well, but
no, he does not.
Shane is the basketball head. He's above Artie Mack, but he's above Artie Mack, and he's also the athletic director.
Jake big time.
He actually said it.
I mean, he Shane tells me to go, clean up that locker room. Guess what? I'm going to clean up that locker room. I mean, Shane White scares me. He, he's the, he's the head coach of the year, buddy. He's the boss.
See, and I've always been impressed with Shane. Like, his wheelchair, have you seen how fast that thing can get?
Listen, that thing's
got some wheels.
I'm not kidding. There has been times where one time he almost ran over. We was at a game. At home, and he almost ran over the opposing team's athletic director coming to the locker room. The athletic director was standing there talking, I guess, some of our people just, being, just hanging out. And here comes Shane. I mean, he about ran him over, plowed him. I'm not kidding. That thing will fly.
Jake, I figured out why he said he wasn't running. He's out there having Shane take him up and down the incline out there.
Shane's having to carry him.
Yep, Shane's carrying the team.
He is. I'll tell you what, if Shane White, I'm telling you, if there's anybody that loves this basketball team, it's Shane White.
Oh, Shane's been in on this team since, he and I were in high school together.
Yeah, absolutely.
Shane has bled the orange and blue for years and years and years.
He is, telling you, I don't know what we'd do without him. He's our excitement and our joy.
That man has been a blessing in my life.
Absolutely. I mean, he is, if you could have, I told you last night, if you could have a face for Campbell County basketball, it'd be Shane White.
Oh, yeah. George Hooks chimes in. Who y'all got tonight, Red Sox or Yankees? Go anyone but the Yanks.
No, give me the Yankees.
Absolutely not.
By 6.
Give me the Red Sox.
Boston.
I cannot.
Give me Boston.
I cannot cheer for the Red Sox.
Why can you not cheer for the Red Sox?
Don't like them.
I love the Red Sox.
Nope. Don't like them.
He's not there now, though. Ortiz.
Big Poppy.
Ortiz.
Yeah, Big Poppy Ortiz.
Retired.
Did he retire?
Yeah.
He was always my favorite baseball player.
No, Big Poppy's been retired.
I mean, I mean,
a kid, Boston has several prospects I like. Roman Anthony's one. He's a good player. I mean, they've got all kinds of talent going to the Red Sox.
But back in the day when they had Manny Ramirez,
I just don't
Coco
like
Chris,
the Yankees.
Kurt Schilling.
It's kind of like the Dallas Cowboys. They got the same thing as the Yankees with me.
See, it kills me to say go Yanks as a Brewers fan because I'm diehard Brewers. I want the Brewers to win it all.
Well, I'm a Cubs fan, so.
Yeah. Well, you're already out of the picture.
Hey, we have a World Series.
It's true. That is very
So does
true.
the Brewers. And the Yankees have a lot of them, too.
They do have, but they've had a lot of the good.
They've bought championships. Absolutely. Let's call that like it is.
Yep.
The Yankees have bought championships. That's
Absolutely.
what they do.
But Cincinnati's still in the picture for the championship as well.
This is
the Reds.
True.
The Reds and the Braves, especially in.
Yes. Talk to him, Anthony.
Listen,
Talk
Anthony.
Thank you, David. Thank you, Anthony Reynolds. That is, I mean, he knows his stuff.
No, Anthony don't. We can just take that off the screen, Matthew.
No.
Anthony's
speaking the truth right now.
No.
Yes, he is.
Go Brewers.
Yeah, that guy's smart.
Nepotism reigns on the show.
Wherever he went to school, Daniel, you should have went.
Do we want to start this post?
No, here we go. Daniel. Anthony,
next comment, Matthew, before this gets heated.
Do we have any more comments?
Before this gets heated. Listen, I'm cheering for the Cougars now, okay? I'm cheering for the Cougars.
This is true.
True.
This
Very
is. He got just as mad. Wait a minute.
Referring to Caden.
Posty, what did you do?
Tell them about the bet you lost last year.
What did you lose?
What did I lose, Shane? I do not remember.
Did you have to do anything ridiculous?
I don't know what I did.
Okay, and I'm here to tell you right now, if you have a gambling problem, you should call Tennessee Red Line 1-800-889-9789.
I do not have a gambling problem.
Okay, good. We don't want you to have a gambling problem.
All right, never gambled.
Ain't nothing worse than a lying preacher.
I've never gambled.
Don't start.
I will never gamble.
I don't recommend it. But that sounds just as bad, if not worse. But anyway, jumping back into basketball, you guys have got, roughly, what about?
November 18th, our first game.
About a month and a half.
Yeah.
About 46, 47 days out. And you guys are going to be hitting the hardwood.
Well, we got next week, going 2 days a week, Monday and Thursday this week, open gym workouts. Then next week is fall breaks. Thank you, Jesus. I'm excited for fall break.
Why? Because you ain't got to go to work?
I don't have to go to work. I don't have to see Brandon Clausen.
Golly.
I'm just kidding. I love my Brandon. I love him so much. No, I'm excited. It's always nice to have that little fall break because after that, it's on like Donkey Kong. It is, 3 days a week.
Our viewer base ain't going to know who's the head coach of the Campbell County Cougars basketball team because we've got the CCO here. We've got Shane saying he owns everybody.
Yeah. But next week, after fall break, we'll go 3 days a week. Just trying to hit it hard. It's a running game after that. After fall break, you're going right into it, and then once you hit November, it's just going to be a long stretch going all the way till the end of February. Hopefully, going in the middle of March. So,
do y'all have any football players that are going to play?
Absolutely. We got Sam Sexton, we got Jack Sexton, we got Braden Graham, we have Skylar coming to see us, and he's a freshman. Skylar is a freshman. He actually, for our shoot-a-thon, we did a shoot-a-thon this year for a basketball fundraiser. He actually shot 69 free throws and made it out of 100. That was very impressive.
I was going to say, that's basically a 70% clip.
Yeah, that's
we
very
need to have that kind of competition here at WLF.
Every last one of y'all lose.
I would lose.
Listen,
but I would beat y'all one-on-one. So
now
I don't know if you could get a shot up against me, Posty.
No, well, here's the thing: one-on-one is such a different style of basketball than a traditional basketball game.
That's true.
True.
Like LeVar Ball wasn't going to beat Michael Jordan playing.
And we, I forgot, also Colton Cup.
Might happen at some point.
Colton Cup will be joining us also.
Nice.
And he's going to be a big factor for us. He's our bigger guy this year. So I'm excited to see how he develops.
And he is not afraid to get physical.
No, he is not. I tell you what, in the summer, we had a really good summer. We played hard. It was a very physical team this summer. And I believe that we're going to translate that over to this season. That's one thing that we were very impressed with this summer, just how physical we were on the defensive end. And that's what it takes in 4A basketball. You got to be physical with every team. You got to put your arms and forearms. You got to do it the right way. Do it smart. Putting your arm and forearms in somebody and box. That's what it takes because they're going to do it right back. And how you handle that, that's how you win ball games.
Posty,
absolutely.
Before we get in on our call here, I know you all are in 4A in basketball. Of course, Campbell County's in 5A in football.
Absolutely.
I know that the high school football team, I'm going to say this the best way I can. The district that we're in the high school football scene, we need to be down 4A, possibly even 3A. Now, for the
Speaking of our football team, here come.
Hey, Jake Lawson, old Aiden, Big A, Big J.
Now, Posty, in basketball, do y'all need to stay where you're at, or would you all like to see yourself move down a district or stay right there at the 4A level?
I mean, I would love to see us move down. I think that, and I'm not saying us as a talent that we don't have the talent to go compete in 4A. That's not what I'm saying at all, because I believe we do. I believe that we have I think we have amazing players. I think we have great talent on this team that we could compete in 4A or whoever we want to play against. We can beat anybody any single night. We can beat anybody. Like I said, we can beat anybody any night. But it would be probably nice to move down. I mean, and it would just be nice to maybe have more, I guess
level playing
field to go compete. But not. I don't want to say this in a wrong way. And a better way to is to say is the better to go compete in March, I guess, if that makes sense.
Yeah,
George just called you the Trooper Taylor of Campbell County High School coaches. You know who Trooper Taylor is?
No, I do not.
So we had basically, I think he was a wide receivers coach or a DB's coach, back in the mid-2000s.
Yeah, he was.
He didn't actually do that. John Chavis took care of that. He was the hype man.
He was just the hype man.
Anytime you saw the guy, throwing the towel around on the sidelines, getting everybody fired up, that was Trooper Taylor.
I'll tell you a funny story. My senior year when I was manager, and we played Central that year, and Central was a very good basketball team. I mean, they were top notch. I mean, they should have beat Oak Ridge that year. They were that much talent on that team. And I'm not kidding. We beat them. It was on homecoming. I remember it. And we went in that game, and we I'm not kidding. We won by, I think, 2 points. Jordan Day was our point guard at the time. He comes over there, and I'm not kidding. I shoulder bump him or chest bump him, and he lays on the floor. And Josh Parker goes, Caden Poston just laid out Jordan Day. It was the headline. So, but George, I appreciate that comment because I got to keep this guy motivated. I got to get him ready to go.
I mean, Caden Poston doing Caden Poston things. We're going to skip what is normally our 7:20 break. We're going to go right into this interview. We are pleased to be joined by Logan Quinten of Powell High School. And Logan, I'm pretty sure you write for Baseball America. Is that correct?
Baseball Prospect Journal.
Baseball Prospect Journal is who he writes for. Logan Quinten joining us today on Jake Miller Sports Talk. Logan, it is a pleasure to share the airwaves with you again, good sir. Talk to us a little bit about what people from Campbell County can expect to see out of Powell tomorrow night. Talk about some names that we might hear quite frequently.
Well, I think from the outside looking in, I think the name of the game when people think about Powell is typically they play fast and physical brand of football, and that really hasn't changed. But I would add that the speed element is different this year, particularly at the wide receiver group. You've got a junior in Zy Jackson who's just lighting the county up, the district. Anybody that they play, he's putting up big numbers. He was already ahead of last year's total in receiving yards going into last week's game. He had a huge game against Central. And so it's him along with the other receivers. I would mention freshman number 1, Lemire Porter. He's not your typical freshman. He's got the frame and he's got the speed. That has been an upgrade this year, I would expect. And then, Deuce Rogers, obviously, everyone that's familiar with the region or just high school football in general across the state are probably familiar with quarterback Deuce Rogers. He ran all over the Central Bobcats. He just put the game in his hands and accounted for all 6 touchdowns, 4 on the ground, 2 through the air to Zy Jackson. So the offense has been rolling, and then there's playmakers on the defensive side as well, and that's led by the big man up front, defensive tackle Iverson Garcia. It's not often that your interior lineman leads the team in tackles, but that's what he's capable of.
That is actually very, very impressive. Daniel, what do you got for Logan?
A lot. You're talking about Deuce Rogers. I watched the Powell Anderson County game. It's the only game I've gotten to watch of Powell this year. And Deuce is a big kid, senior this year, correct?
Yes, senior year.
He seems like he's been there 47 years.
Yes.
I'm just
so
being
you're basically
honest.
saying he's the John Fulkerson of Powell football.
Yeah, I mean, he seems like he's been there forever. Speaking of and like I said, the only experience I've seen was Anderson County versus Powell. Anderson County was able to get pressure on Deuce. And has that something that you've seen has been patched up on the offensive line as far as letting the defense get any kind of penetration against Deuce, or is it just him breaking contain and getting big plays outside?
No, there's definitely been an improvement with the offensive line. And, this time last year, it was a very young offensive line. They had 4 brand new guys, and so they started cutting their teeth last season. And that's bled into this season a little bit, but you're starting to see that experience come through now that some of those guys are getting more reps in live action. And when you start off the season with against an opponent like Anderson County, you got to learn fast. Anderson County, fantastic program, athletes on both sides of the ball. So it's a shame that one was ruled no contest. We had crazy weather that weekend,
that was
but
unfortunate.
Yeah, but since then there have been improvement there. But like with Deuce, and you touched on it too, with he's going to be the top. He's going to extend the play either with his legs, moving the chains, or scrambling around and trying to find the open receivers. Because I mentioned that speed element. Mm-hmm. He's trying to find those guys in the deep third that just blow by guys. Because Zy Jackson, if he has just a little bit of time, he's going to get an opening. And, the guys, I've lost count of how many 50-plus yard touchdown connections they have this season. But that's part of the element, too. So, real big guy, hard to bring down. And hopefully we can keep it rolling offensively.
Absolutely good stuff. And, Logan, jumping over to Tennessee baseball for a second. And, of course, the reason this is such a hot topic right now is because rumors have circulated that Tony Vitello is potentially a candidate for the San Francisco Giants job. And then, of course, this was just a joke, but someone had also posted, well, he might be in the running for the Braves job. Is there any merit to this? Or is this basically, has Tony Vitello turned into Major League Baseball's version of John Gruden?
Yeah, I think the latter, if I had to lean one way or the other. This is, to me, just a hot stove topic for the offseason. Now, it's playoff baseball right now, but it's the offseason for a lot of teams in the MLB, and I think it's a product of that. Now, Tony would be successful at any endeavor that he chooses, that he's passionate about.
Right.
But to me, from my seat, it's a totally different dynamic when we talk about MLB. And look at Brian. I would point to Brian Snicker, who just retired from the head coaching job for the Braves. He was in that organization for 49 years.
It's a long
Same
time.
organization. It takes kind of that lifer mentality. Not that he can't be successful. I wouldn't doubt it. But Tony is a rock star here in Knoxville. Got the keys to the city, and I would be surprised at the move. I think at this point something would come across my desk if there was just an inkling of chance. But I would say, I mentioned this to somebody today, if Tony was ever to make a move out of Knoxville, the coaching staff, the way it's set up right now, you have an easy person to hand the baton off to in Josh Elander.
Absolutely.
But at the end of the day, my speculation is that it's a hot stove topic that just gets tossed around.
Well, it's just like what he just said a minute ago. Tony Vitello has the keys to Knoxville right now.
Of course.
And I think, I was telling somebody today, I think I was talking to one of our teachers at the high school, Mr. Tallk Campbell. We was talking about that. We talk about sports anytime we can get a little chance to, and we were talking about that. And I told him today, I said, I think Tony Vitello is bought into Tennessee. I think he loves Tennessee. I think he loves this program. Mm-hmm. He doesn't just love baseball. He loves basketball. He loves football. You see him at all these other events. And I'll go and tell you, you don't see if you don't if you don't like it, they're not going to show up to the other events. They're just going to care
Right.
about theirs. I mean he's there to pump up the student section, football, baseball, football, basketball. Even at soccer games, sometimes you'll see him on the internet. And I think he just loves. I think he loves Tennessee, and I don't think he's going anywhere. I think that this is just something that's popped up, and I think that maybe, yes, they come to him and say, hey, we're going to offer you this much if you want this, and maybe it's a dream for Tony Vitello to go coach a Major League Baseball team, but I think that Tony's going to look at this, level this out, and say, I can go to a Major League Baseball team where, players only care about money, don't care about a program.
Of course.
And he can look at, a half, like Daniel said earlier, a half-empty stadium or a sold-out stadium every single night to coach again in front of. And I think he's going to look at the odds and go Vols.
Absolutely. Logan, one more thing before we let you go, and we'll be talking to him tomorrow.
Oh, I've got a question for him, too.
Oh, you got a question? Go ahead.
Okay, so you're up to date on all your prospects in baseball and all that stuff right now. Who do you think will be the hottest prospect coming into this next season?
Ooh, I like that.
For Tennessee?
Nationwide, the hottest prospect out of high school, whatever level you think. Let's go high school. Highest high school prospect.
So high school to college, I think, my mind, I'm going to stick with Tennessee because this is a guy that going back to this point last year, I would think that wouldn't have much of a chance to land on campus. But Cam Appenzeller, the guy that they benefited from not signing in the draft, that's huge. And a product of that is Cam's a basketball player. He's from the Midwest, Illinois. The Illinois, Indiana people are crazy about their basketball, and he was as well. That I was hearing that's a product of him kind of slipping towards the college side and signing with Tennessee, just because your scouts getting out to see him, kind of his basketball affected a little bit of his availability. And if in today's game, in terms of scouting, it's so much data driven, but also they want the scouting grades and the live looks, and he had a little bit less of that due to basketball and some other factors, but it's a big time prospect. And I was told that he had a fast track among all the pitching prospects that Tennessee gathered. Like, he probably has the fastest track to go ahead and eat big time innings. So I'm going to go with Cam Appenzeller because I was delightfully surprised when all was said and done this summer that he ended up at Tennessee.
Yeah, it's nice to hear somebody talk about a prospect that their last name's not Holiday.
Yes.
For the first time since 2016. No, it's not been that long. Logan, thank you so much for your time, man. Where can we find you on Twitter or X, whatever it's called?
Oh, I still call it Twitter. At LDQ Sports. Right now, a lot of high school, chat. I don't really get into the typical dialogue, the silliness or everything, but like content-wise, a lot of high school football, Powell Panthers right now, but here soon be ramping up some coverage with college baseball prospects because it's fall ball season, and before too long, that's going to turn into preseason expectations for Tennessee and the rest of the country.
Absolutely. Logan, thank you so much. We'll talk soon, good sir.
Thank you, boys.
That is Logan Quinten, Baseball Prospect Journal and Powell High School. We're going to be talking with Logan a little bit tomorrow before the game as well. Maybe not on the broadcast, but he has invited me over to do a tour of their audio and visual program at Powell High School. So, Matthew, there's your surprise. You're coming with me. So Matthew gets to take a look at it as well. You, sir, have decided to stay at the house.
I mean, going to Powell, having to see black and orange again.
Or you can order you a cauliflower crust pizza.
Or get a cauliflower crust pizza, lay in my bed, and be able to flip between the Cougars and whatever else is on TV.
Don't worry, he's coming over after the game.
No, he's not.
Oh, yeah. Yep.
I might have just stirred something up.
No, I'll let my little wife take care of him.
Matter of fact, we're going to go to break. We're going to get this settled during the break. That way we don't have to settle it on air. Stay with us. Final segment of the program coming up right here on WLAF.
At Alco Builders and Realty, we have agents that know the area, that are experts in the local market. It's very important in real estate to have someone on your team that understands the market. Give us a call. We'd love to hear from you.
For more than 5 decades, one name has delivered excellence in paving: Boshears. Boshears Paving. From the perfect finish of your home driveway to commercial parking lots to roads for a new subdivision, Boshears Paving handles all types of paving projects. Boshears Paving protects your investment, enhances curb appeal with expert seal coating and precise professional striping. Unmatched quality, reliability, and service you can trust. No matter your paving needs, Boshears Paving is your solution. Call them today, 423-562-2162.
Hi, this is Kim from Bird Screen Printing. You need custom shirts, signs, or banners? Whether it's for school, business, or special event, we've got you covered. We're local, friendly, and ready to help turn your dreams into a reality. Fast, reliable service from folks you know and trust. Come see us at Bird Screen Printing. Let's get your next project started.
Hey, this is Larry Burge. Stop by and see us today in downtown La Follette at 225 East Central Avenue or call 423-562-3044. 562-3044. Go Cougars!
Whether you're a contractor or you're just handling a project around the house or farm, CNO Metal Sales has the best prices in the tri-state. Metal roofing custom cuts as well as delivery are available from CNO Metal. Be sure and ask us about our lifetime warranty on metal. Matt Klein can handle your big or small jobs from 1 piece of metal to 100. Select from 22 colors. CNO Metal Sales is right behind O'Reilly's Auto Parts in Middlesboro. Just take a left at the first stoplight and CNL is on the right. See or call Matt at 606-248-5744.
This is Matthew Klein, former Cougar number 42. Come see me at CNL Metal.
Since 1963, CNC Concrete has been serving Campbell County and surrounding areas with the best there is in concrete. The best in rock, the best in rebar, the best in sand, the best in pretty much anything pertaining to concrete. That's CNC Concrete. Bobby Crass is his family's second generation of owning and operating CNC. As Bobby says, we hold your dreams, the concrete to your dream home. CNC Concrete, open Monday through Friday, 7 a.m. until the job gets done.
Citizens Bank is a locally owned and operated bank serving communities in East Tennessee. The bank was established in 1934 with 3 guiding principles at its foundation: assurance of safety to depositors, a high standard of service to customers, and a genuine desire to serve the community. These principles are the core factor in the success that has lasted over 85 years and grown Citizens Bank to the renowned financial institution it is today. To learn more about Citizens Bank, visit citizensbank24.com.
Quality and Clayton go hand in hand. That's quality constructed homes from Clayton Homes. The staff at Clayton Homes, located right here at home in Campbell County at Jacksboro, is ready to help you through all the steps of home ownership, from selecting the home that's just right for you to putting the keys in your hand. Since 1956, Clayton Homes has been making dreams come true. See the home folks about your new dream home from Clayton Homes, 110 North Street near Jacksboro Middle School. Call or just come on by.
When it comes to a personal loan, the person you talk to makes a difference. At Community Trust Bank, our loan specialists understand whether you're consolidating debt, covering expenses, making an amazing purchase, or planning that dream vacation. Your reasons are personal. That's why we offer flexible payment options and competitive rates to help make it happen. Community Trust Bank, building communities built on trust. Member FDIC, equal housing lender.
Hey, this is Chris Malone at Bull's Tire Shop. We invite you to buy the new and used tires and friendly service. We're doing our best to continue the legacy of Doyle's Tire Shop. Come see us on the 4-lane next to Eagle Tire Pro, right between La Follette and Jacksboro. Doyle's Tire Shop. The tradition continues.
E.E. Hill & Son Insurance.
You know, the insurance agency started out as Hill Insurance, and it was started by my grandfather in 1925.
Celebrating 100 years in 2025.
I went into the insurance business with my dad and my Uncle David in '74 after I got out of UT. Then I bought the agency from my dad in '77.
It started as father and son.
Most people think that E.E. Hilden's son is my dad and me, and it's not. It was my granddad and my dad.
And 100 years later,
our agency's been blessed to be in a community that has embraced our agency, and we have had some of the most amazing employees.
Go Cougars!
Segment of the program. Man, I'll tell you what, I have never been more thankful for a sponsor than what I am this place right here. So one of the things that I always said when I was at my previous place of employment, they're like, what's your dream sponsor? Is it Crystal? No. It's like, is Domino's? No. Lululemon? No. Alani Nu? Celsius? What is it? I'm like, it's Charley's Pizza in Jacksboro. And they're like, what is that? Because, people from Knoxville or, other areas throughout the state, a lot of people have never heard of Charley's. So then I took it upon myself to take some pizzas over to work one day. Everybody's like, okay, all right, Jake's legit. We got the man behind the pie right here. How we doing tonight?
I'm doing good.
Daniel, you've been coming to this place since you were, 2 weeks old?
Yeah, probably.
I mean,
yeah. No, for as long as I can remember. Listen, I think when Charley's was in Halls, for the little time they were over there, I think that was their number one buyer from the Hall store.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Oh, because that's when you lived over there.
Yeah. I lived over on the Strip, but I would drive from the Strip to Halls to get some Charley's from.
Oh, that's awesome.
Yeah.
I mean, that's dedication.
Yeah.
You really like pizza.
Yeah, no, I was passing all kinds of pizza places to go get my Charley's from Halls, but now I'm back up here and I've got the best in the world.
I mean, that's the thing is, when you want the best, you have to go where the best is, and that is right here at Charley's Pizza. So just talk to us a little bit about, introduce yourself, talk to us a little bit about what you guys have going on down here at Charley's, and just, what impact it makes for you to be here, for the rest of your staff, to be able to put in the hard work they put in, to be able to serve this great community.
Right. I've been here since '98, and we just try to really, take care of the community, and we sponsor a lot of people, too.
Absolutely.
Every day there's somebody in here from Campbell County High School or somewhere, and we sponsor them. We try to take care of them, and we just have good customers, and we have good employees, and we try to take care of anything. Sometimes we do make mistakes, but we try to we fix that, and we just the former owner a long time ago he said take care of the customers, and that's what we do, and we try, and we use really good quality products here, and we don't try to cheap out or anything So the pizza is the main thing. We really and we kept it the same too. We've not changed anything. Since I've been here and since '98, nothing's been changed. As far as the pizzas are made.
So he's been here since '98. So it might be his fault as to why Tennessee has not won a national title in football since 1998.
No, it was his reason that we won the championship in '98. There we go.
It might have been. So we're just messing with you there. But, one of the things that, comes to mind, you mentioned using the freshest ingredients you can get. You can use the best quality that you can get. One of the things that comes to mind, and I've made this joke before on air, and it actually wasn't a joke. It actually happened. But imagine, doing a Kroger click list order for, the brand of pizza rolls, like Totino's Pizza Rolls. That's the staple pizza roll that there is. Nothing's better.
Right.
And then you get home, and they give you the off-brand, store-branded pizza roll.
Right.
And it's one of the worst things you've ever had in your life.
Inexcusable.
Right.
That's what it's like. When I go to a lot of these other places, it's like, everyone's like, oh, this is so good. I'm like, it's okay.
Right.
It's okay.
Right.
And they're like, what do you mean it's okay? I'm like, it's not Charley's.
Right.
Yeah,
it's not Charley's.
Right. And two, you get what you pay for. We keep prices reasonable. We don't try to, gouge anybody. But I mean, you can get cheaper pizzas somewhere.
You can get cheaper pizzas.
But I mean, again, you get what you pay for, and we use good quality stuff here, and we always have.
Well, I had to introduce Jake and Matt last week to the cauliflower crust. They hadn't had it from Charley's, which is it's my go-to.
I mean, and that's a good crust, and it makes a good pizza. And I mean, it's on the healthy side. I mean, and it's gluten-free for the people that can't eat, have gluten.
Right.
And we sell a bunch of those. Now we haven't always had that. We've had that past I guess 4 years or so probably, but. It's just build up. People order those all the time.
Yeah, y'all. So, how many different crusts y'all have?
I mean, as far as the dough and the crust goes, it's the same. But if you want like a thin, like we can do a thin. If you want thick, we do thick, and then we just have the regular crust. I mean that people just mainly get. But if you want a thin crust, which is pretty good, I like it thin. It's good to mix it up sometimes. But thin. And then we do thick, and then we just have the
regular, and then the cauliflower.
Yes, cauliflower. And recently we have been selling large crust cauliflowers. We only have one size. We have a large now, like a 14-inch, so it's bigger. And
now we know for next time.
Yeah, well, that's something that sets them apart from everybody else, because everywhere else you go, it's only one size.
It's only the 14-inch.
Yeah, you don't get an option.
We have been selling, again, a lot of people don't know about it because we've only had it for probably we had it for like 3 or 4 weeks. But large 14-inch cauliflower crust.
Oh, yeah. No,
and what all different sauces do you guys have? We always everybody knows about the traditional sauce, but what other sauces do we have in the back that we can put on a pizza?
Well, now we have the traditional, but let's say if you order barbecue pizza, we put barbecue as the sauce. If you want a chicken bacon ranch pizza, we put ranch as the sauce.
Posty's face just lit up when you said that.
We sell a lot of chicken bacon ranch. And speaking of that, people love the ranch here. Like we sell it like crazy.
The ranch at Charley's is like
it's the best.
It's the best.
I mean, people, and we sell it. Sometimes people want like a big 16-ounce styrofoam cup full of it, and we sell those. Like people,
it's like we'll sell you a pint of ranch.
I'm telling people, drink it. And it's good. Like it really is. And for some people, people love it. And for years, because we make it, fresh every day. Every day we make ranch, and people love it. Like some people dip their pizza in it. And
I'm guilty of that. No, I will take my pizza and dip it all in ranch, and you get the little grease pulls in it.
Yeah,
and that, that just enhances the flavor so much.
Right.
But I'm going to issue a challenge to you. So when we come back to do the show again here in a few weeks, we're not going to tell you what we want. We're just going to let you surprise us.
Right. I mean, we can do that. And I'm sure whatever we surprise you with, you'll like. Because we don't sell.
Well, let me tell you about all my food allergies next.
Veggies, they're out. Meat, they're in.
He just looks at it, it's like, I guess Jake's just getting a pepperoni pizza. And Matthew, I think you had some questions as well.
I was just going to say, I'm a huge Charley's Pizza fan, and my family is too. I have extended family in Illinois, Indiana, and it is various other parts of the country, and they all were from here, and they moved away over time. And one of the things that's a staple in the Moore household is Charley's. Every time that they come into town, the first thing we do is we all come to Charley's, and we all get us some pizza because it's just Charley's Pizza and the Moore family just go hand in hand, kind of in a way. And I also had Charley's cater my wedding.
Wow!
You may have hated me last November because I think I ordered like 15.
No, we probably
pieces.
loved you. We love orders. We love orders like that.
But I gave like a 3-day notice, I think.
That's plenty of notice.
Well, okay, good. I'll know that for next time I get married. I mean, I know that.
Uh-oh. Next time. Uh-oh. All kidding.
Just
strike that from the tape.
Just putting on a show for radio
strike
here.
That from the tape.
But yeah, honestly, it's if I want a pizza, it's Charley's.
And you're not the only one. A lot of people want Charley's Pizza for their wedding. Like we make
it's
pizza
easy
for their wedding all the time.
Because I had the
the stress of course, the future wife's here like stressing out, and I'm like, oh, I just do this or do that, no worries. And I had the idea, like, instead of doing like a taco bar, like instead of having like one of our family members to cook or something for us, everybody loves pizza. That's something that everybody can agree on, from the vegetarians to the meat eaters.
Right. Well, speaking of tacos, we have the taco pizza.
I got plenty of those.
We sell a lot of those. People love the taco pizza.
Yes, those are probably that, and the chicken bacon ranch are probably my top top pizzas. And of course, at Charley's, I feel like sausage is like the pizza.
Right.
It's like that's my favorite topping here.
It is good, and like we use a really good sausage here. Like it's not cheap, and it's a good. Like some people cheap out again, like I say, so.
Well, and I put together your commercial for that we saw a couple years back. I think it was 2023, maybe.
Yeah, I remember.
But yeah, I got to go in the back and take a look and get some good camera shots, and I never realized what really goes in to a pizza place. I always thought, well, they just get frozen dough and they just put the sauce or whatever on it. Right. But being able to go back there and see, and folks at home can watch that in the commercial. Right. Just being able to see, the dough, it's made in house. That probably doesn't happen hardly anywhere else.
Right.
So it's just, like you said, it is. I'm not going to test quality ingredients.
Right. I mean, again, some of these places do use the frozen dough, and I think that's one of the things that really separate us, because we make it fresh, and it rises and fluffs up, and we make the crust out of it. It doesn't come off truck. So
it's good.
Man, that is elite. And we talk about frozen crust. If you have ever been to a restaurant and the picture looks good, but then you feel like you're tasting a lot of water as you bite into it, there's about a 95% chance that dough was frozen at some point.
Right.
And that's so disheartening. And you mentioned places being cheaper, cheaper pizza. I've also been to places where the pizza has been more expensive than what it is here, and even then it's just like, why did I just pay this much for what we got?
Right. Yeah. I mean, I there's a few places. One in Oak Ridge, they really pizzas down there, are crazy high, but people pay it down there because it's the area, but they're making some good money.
They're pizza. Proud of it.
Yeah, they're
proud of it.
Right.
We're proud of what we have here as well.
We are. Again, we've been here a long time, and we take care. We try to support everybody, and when they come here for donations again, and we just try to make good food for everybody in the town. So,
amen.
And again, we appreciate our customers. So,
absolutely. It's not just pizza. We've also got some sandwiches.
Yes, we got. I never thought we would sell so many sandwiches that we sell now. Because when I started here, we had 4, 5. Yeah. Now there's a bunch. One of the main ones we sell is the Philly steaks. We sell a lot of Philly steak sandwiches, and they're really good. If you order us like that, Philly steak, they're really, really good.
Chicken bacon ranch wrap.
Oh, yeah. Sell a bunch of those.
Oh, man.
Right. Yeah. And again, our good ranch is on there. So, can't go wrong.
Can't go wrong with that good ranch. And you guys are selling pizza by the slice. Did I see that as well?
We do. And we started that a few years back, especially during COVID, because we had to shut the buffet down. Mm-hmm. And, people would still want slices. So, if you come in and you want a slice, we'll make you a slice, what you want. That's what we do.
That'd be great for lunch. It's a shame that I don't work close by, so I never get to take advantage of it. So if you'd like to sponsor the show, send an email to thejakemillernews@gmail.com. That way we can get me here and keep me here. That way I can have a Charley's slice for lunch.
That's what you need.
That's what I need. I need Charley's in my life for every single meal. If I can come here one day, get a slice of pizza, I'm all good. Next day, get a sandwich, spaghetti. We still got the spaghetti.
Lasagna, hot dogs. We sell a ton of those.
The hot dogs with chili.
Yeah, because we make our chili here. Again, it's we cook it every day, make fresh chili.
Best dessert pizzas as well.
Right.
With the new, I seen something about a chocolate chip cookie
Yes,
thing?
we got a chocolate chip cookie now, and it's really like we've had it for about a month. Well, we used to have them, and they got discontinued, and we're able to get them back now, and they're great, like chocolate chip dessert cookies. Yes,
They need to just have a big scoop of vanilla ice cream on
we've
top
thought
of it.
about that. We have thought about that.
I was going to say, do they even have a freezer here?
But see, a lot of people don't know we have them as right now. So like when it picks up, who knows? Maybe get some ice cream back there.
You never know.
You never know. But as far as their pizza goes, like the number one most sold pizza here, like that people order, is the Charley special.
Yes.
Like that's the most.
What
out
all
of anything.
comes on a Charley special?
Pepperoni, mushrooms, onions, green pepper, sausage, and ham. And people love it. Like that's like out of anything we sell, that's the most. Like we sell others, chicken bacon ranch. People love those, but the Charley special, that's the number one seller.
See, I'm not a vegetable person on my pizza. If I want pizza, I want it to be meat and cheese.
So I just thought about something like
we have a Philly steak pizza too.
Oh,
Philly steak pizza.
Man.
No.
Yeah, yes, Philly steak
man.
pizza. Yes.
Right. So new rule: we're not allowed to order pepperoni anymore.
No.
Like we have to get a special pizza.
You guys want a Philly steak next time? We'll hook you up. They're good.
You realize how dangerous. Like if we were able to do a show here, like if say we did the show 5 nights a week, and we came here once a week. You realize how big I would be. You would not be able to tell the difference between me and Charles Barkley walking through that front door. Like that's the level of dangerous that would be. But guys, let me tell you right now, this has been a fantastic evening. This has been a fantastic show, packed with guests. Got a lot of people actually came by to see us. That was actually pretty cool to see, especially seeing some of the football team come in, dapping me up as they came in, and the CCO making his appearance as he always does. Want to give a shout out to him, Logan, Quinten, Coach Mike over at Jellicoe. We appreciate everybody stopping in, and thank you so much for having us in here again.
You're welcome, brother.
We cannot wait to come in and try that Philly cheesesteak pizza. That is going to be absolutely incredible. That's going to do it for us. Something else coming up next here on WLAF. Tune in tomorrow as Campbell County takes on Powell right here on your radio station, my radio station, our radio station, WLAF.